Welcome, beautiful being. Sending you lots of love. So today, we're going to go over some notes, some teachings that I have written down over the years. So I've pulled out some notes that I feel would be beneficial to go over together. So on that note, welcome in. Let's begin. Silence is the voice of God. Behind all the sound of the universe, this silence is forever there. Focus on the silence which is ever present. Maintain awareness of it. The reality of the presence of God is infinite context in silence. And that which you hold in mind in silence tends to manifest. So, silence is the highest truth. Silence is our awareness, it's our being, it's our presence. And once you quiet the mind, you'll notice that there's only silence. There's only this infinite field of consciousness. And what you consciously and intentionally hold in mind within this silent space will tend to manifest if it is in alignment with your destiny. So, moving forward, this is a quote from Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi. Humility is indeed the hallmark of the destruction of the ego. The fact is that the self is never bound. There can therefore be no release for it. All of the troubles are for the ego only. There is never a moment when the self is not. It is ever present, here and now. How to realize or make real that which alone is real. What we are all doing is we realized or regarded as real that which is unreal. This habit of ours has to be given up. So it's simple. You realize that you are the awareness of thoughts and stay here. And anytime a thought rises, ask yourself, to whom did this thought rise? Who am I? The only issue is that we identify, as Ramana had said there, with something that is not real. We've been giving reality to an illusion. And it's a habit that we need to give up. And that's all that self-realization is. That's all that happiness is, that's all that love is to realize that I am love, I am happiness, prior to the mind. So going back to the silence, the context of life, the subjectivity, this is the voice of God. The silence is the voice of God. I am. Say to yourself, I am. That I am. And recognize and maintain the awareness of the self. And anytime a thought comes up, ask yourself the question, to whom did this thought arise? And you'll realize that you are the infinite intelligence that does not change, that does not disappear. It's only the mind. It's only the changing thoughts, just like clouds in the sky, right? The weather's always changing. But you are the sky of awareness. So this is a quote from Nisargadatta Maharaj. He says, "You do not suffer. Only the person you imagine yourself to be suffers. You cannot suffer." Which is also the quote that I've shared from Ramana Maharshi, which is, suffering is the way to the realization of God. It's the same idea, is that you as awareness, in a sense, have nothing to do with the mind. And it's only the mind that suffers. But you are not the mind. So this person, this idea of who you've been thinking you are, that you've imagining yourself to be, that is suffering itself. Because it's not actually you. You are awareness. You are consciousness. You are the victorious presence of the I Am. The spirit, the absolute self. That is what we all are. Here and now and forever. And this is the reality of the presence of God. A dear teacher, Robert Adams, he says, "You are the self, the perfect, immutable self. Nothing else exists. Nothing else ever existed. Nothing else will ever exist. There is only one self, and you are that." So, as I've been sharing this a lot, it's a simple distinction that we definitely would benefit from to understand the difference between awareness and the mind. And simply recognizing that when a thought disappears, you are still here. You can say to yourself, when a thought disappears, I am still here. When a thought disappears, I am still here. And this I amness, this beingness, is divinity itself. It is love itself. It is the untouchable, invisible, invincible presence of God that is eternally now, and that is what we all are. Nisargadatta, again, he says, if you know you are not the mind, then what difference does it make if it's busy or quiet? You are not the mind. Ramana Maharshi, what does it matter if the mind is active? It is so only on the substratum of the self. Hold the self even during mental activities. So the mind is just going to be the mind, right? It's going to be chattering, it's going to be imagining, it's going to be thinking about the future, the past. But what does it matter? If I know I am not the mind, then I just let the mind be the mind. And I am not identified with it as me. I've rooted down enough in this substratum, this screen of consciousness that is unchanging, right? Just like a movie, the pictures, we watch a movie, right? All the different scenes, dramas, pictures, emotions, good and evil, all the play of creation, it doesn't affect the screen. It doesn't affect ourself. It doesn't affect the substratum. It appears on it. It moves within it, but I am unchanging. So Ramana as well says, what appears will also disappear and is therefore impermanent. The self never appears or disappears and is therefore permanent. The self is the only reality. So this is it. This is the main guiding light. This is the main teaching that I really desire all of us to get, is that I am that I am. It is so simple because it's beyond any ideas. It's the space in which everything is appearing and disappearing. All of the impermanence of our thoughts, all of the impermanence of the things in the world, our relationships. Everybody comes and goes. Our thoughts come and go. Everything is coming and going. But I am the awareness, the unchanging reality of what comes and goes. And this is all metaphysics, really is. That this is all spirituality, esoteric teachings. It's actually so simple. It's going beyond everything in the world and rooting down in the truth, as the truth. I am the way, I am the truth, I am the life. And the thing is that you don't have to try. You don't have to do anything to acquire it. You don't have to do anything in the world because you already are it. You were born as it. We just grew up in a society that tried to tell us otherwise. And that's why it was so traumatizing. Because God, our real self, was left out of the picture. So we got so disconnected from our heart, from our source. And we were told that our success lies in the world instead of in embodying our authentic self, which is simply being yourself. Because your authentic self is pure consciousness, pure awareness. And when you embody that, then your soul will take on a unique expression of why you came here, and you'll be acting from your heart. You'll be in total alignment with your highest self, which is yourself. Because this is who you've always been. Is this now moment. And I share this because all of spirituality, self-development, mindset coaching, this, that, and the other, if we are not addressing the fact that we are already consciousness, that we are already awareness, and starting from there, then we're still not getting to the truth. And once we acknowledge who and what we actually are, the presence, then we have all of our attention back. We have all of our power back. We've now pulled all the way back. And now this is the place that we can create from. This is the place that we can work from. I've shared a formula recently, which is clear, remember, and create, which I'm calling the Muna's Magica method, which is simply a 3-step simple guiding light where we clear out anything that is in the way of us really relaxing, calming our nervous system, coming into the present moment. We remember that we are the awareness and the consciousness, as our beloved teachers had just shared with us, the simplicity of that. And you can stay here, you can rest here, you can stabilize here. And then you can also create from here. You can utilize your mind, your imagination as a tool of creation, and then bring forth and tune into ideas that are just floating around in the quantum field. You can tune into these and then bring them out from within you, because you are the universe and everything is within you. There's only one being here. And just like a radio station, you can tune in to specific stations and then bring this energy that you wish to express out. So it's really simple. And as I said, I shared a message yesterday that love is the teaching. That's the core teaching. And it really is to simply live by the golden rule, to live by the fact that we are all one, and by giving is receiving, and to love thy neighbor as thyself, and to, with the best of our ability and our capacity to love, to hold space, to give, to be kind. This is the essence of spirituality. It has nothing to do with, Arcturian 9-dimension, doing all of this just entertainment, or nothing to do with extraterrestrials. That is a part of creation, but a lot of it is just fluff, and it's just not getting to the core of the I Am presence. And I really desire to, if I'm going to share anything, to share about this simplicity, because this is what we're all looking for through these things outside of us. We're all looking for ourselves, but we can't find ourselves outside of us until we find it within. The kingdom of heaven is within. The kingdom of consciousness is within. I am the kingdom, which is, I am love. Now. And then we're pulled back. And then you start to see the kingdom everywhere, because the illusion of separation, what the mind projects, starts to just lose its power. It loses its grip. And it can no longer stick to the heart cave, which is the cave of your consciousness, which is the sacred heart, the heart center. The point is that you are awareness. You can say it in so many ways. This is where we really want to be. This is where we really want to be, because this is where love flows from. This is where peace is. This is where coherence is. This is where harmony is. This is where unity consciousness is. I love you so much, and I hope that this reminder has served you well. I've opened up a mentorship. If you desire to get in touch with me, all the info's in the website below. There's a school community that's free. We do weekly meditations and classes. There's amazing information in the school community you can tap into as well. If you're interested in learning how to make tensor technology, which are the life force energy healing tools, which give us harmony, coherence, vitality, beneficial constructive energy, that as well is in the description. And there's a course, there's books. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. And I am truly so happy and grateful to be able to share this with you and to serve you in this way. So I hope you have a beautiful day. Remember who you are. Clear out. Learn that emotional healing, letting go, which I am forever working on. Absolutely forever working on, and have been so far from perfect. And that's just being human. That is just being human. Remember the awareness, and then create from your heart. Love, love, love.